Would I ever let you down? No way. Would I ever let you down? No way. Or would I ever let you down? No way. Hey everybody, it's Tyler McVicker, the Passionate Gamer. We actually have a fucking thing to data mine. Not only that, Tyler, do you think this is too many strings? Okay, real talk. A couple of people. The fuck is that? Did I get fucking a bug bite on under my eye? God damn it. Bugs love me. Hi. I have been told there's so much to find this time around. It has been, I'd say, God, how long has it been? I think since February? Since the last time we've had a major engine level update to actually look through. Has it been? Was it the moving deadlock to 3 lanes that actually had something of value to talk about? May was the last time. We had the deadlock shop in May. Yeah, but the deadlock shop update didn't really have anything. All right, well, regardless, hey everybody, Tyler McVicker, the Passionate Gamer. How are we doing today? There's something wrong with your microphone. It spikes. Hello? Hello? Hi. Hi. Oh, I hear. Okay. Mic is peaking a lot. The levels are wrong. Okay, hold on. Hello? 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 Nope, still peaking. Why does it sound like this? That's better? Yeah, it's not good. I did change my compressor settings. So, oh wait, the gain is turned all the way up. Hello? Hi. 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 Hello. Hello. Peak reduction down to 70. Yeah. Hi, everybody. That should be a bit better. Hi, everybody. Tyler McVicker. We're going to get started. A couple of things I want to touch on before we truly dig into it. It really has been a while since I've properly data mined something. We are going to be at QuakeCon this year. Was able to secure the money for the hotel and the plane. And the ticket was given to me by Bethesda. True story. Bethesda did offer me a QuakeCon ticket. So we will have a QuakeCon ticket. First time in California? No, QuakeCon's in Texas. Anyways, if anybody is going to be at QuakeCon, please let me know. I'd love to have a little bit of a fan meetup. But the idea has been floated of doing a live stream from QuakeCon in the BYOC. Some content is hidden by default. Some content is hidden. Large commits have some content hidden by default. Use the search box below. Oh, okay. We're going to have to use Git Desktop. Do I have that installed right now? No. All right. So I'll just talk for a bit. Texas is the California of Texas-like states. BYOC, bring your own computer. So at QuakeCon, there's this big LAN party area where you can bring your own computer. And I'm going to be bringing a computer. And so I'm looking to raise some money for some to do stuff at QuakeCon. So exclamation point tip in the chat while we're data mining today. Song requests are on. If you want to donate a song, exclamation point tip in the chat. If we somehow hit the donation goal, I will live stream from QuakeCon and likely have a bunch of fun shit happening. Hi, everybody. We got to install GitHub Desktop real quick. So I'm curious about all of you guys. What's going on with all of you guys? Peace and hair grease, everybody. If you want to donate a song, you can. If you're watching on YouTube, go watch on Twitch, because you won't be able to hear my desktop audio or the music, because YouTube has been really buckling down on, you know, what am I trying to say? YouTube has really been buckling down. Not buckling down, cracking down on stuff. I'm still recovering from the 197 copium overdose. Yeah, it's copyright stuff. 197 was never real, and I told you that back in fucking... All right, clone a repository from the internet, URL, boop, 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 boop. All right, now it's going to donate. Doesn't seem to exist anymore. Oh, that's because it's not a repository. That's just clone, boop, boop. All right. Wasn't real. What do you think about raising the bar redux? Still 2025? What are you talking about? Like the mod? Or are you talking about the book? Oh, the book? I have no idea. I think something is wrong with GitHub. No, it's working just fine. Oh, yeah. Crackhead Jones, a.k.a. Aubrey. Thank you for the 45 months, Twitch Prime. Cynic105, 24 months, Twitch Prime. Thank you, Delco42. Twitch Prime, thank you so much. Eric, Nerdtopia Network. Luskin Haas, and Ibbles Dev. Thank you for the new follows on Twitch. Thank you so much. Too many people on GitHub? Yeah, it's possible. Audrey, thank you. Audrey, yes. So when do you think we'll see the next Half-Life games? Yesterday. History, bada bing, bada boom. All right, now we're set up. Hi, everybody. Tyler McVicker, Passionate Gamer. We're going to get started with the data mine. I don't like to be spoiled on the data mine. We have 359 files to get through, a total of 20,000 changes. No, 22,000 changes with 15,255 additions. No, 152,554 additions and 70,988 retractions. We will definitely not be getting through all of this today, but we're going to be trying to get through as much of it as we possibly can today. Counter-Strike 2, not a fan, not great. It's, you know, needs a lot of work. But if you're at all, if this is your first, if this is your first foray into the Tyler McVicker data mining streams, this is what you're going to be looking at the whole time. Half Mind, 2 months, Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. We got to make it a bit bigger. Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and then over here we're going to zoom in as well, so we'll actually be able to read the text on the screen. What's something you've been playing lately, Tyler? I've been playing Abiotic Factor lately, specifically for Time Travel Show. We still can't see anything? Can you not see the text? Can you guys see the text? Abiotic Factor for time travel, yeah. Because for Time Travel Show, one of the gags is reviews. We're previewing our upcoming game. So I just did a preview. I wrote a preview piece for Time Travel about System Shock 2. But I did a review piece. Let's see if I can pull it up. I'll give you a preview of our this. How about that? If you're watching on YouTube, you don't there is no audio for you to listen through. Audio is not being streamed from my desktop to YouTube for copyright reasons. So yeah, the gag there is I will always have 2 to 4 pre-recorded segments that are like 2 minutes to 3 minutes in length for every episode of Time Travel as a backup for the unavoidable technical difficulties that we're going to be experiencing at any given time. Like, the show runs on actual old tech. The show is actually running on old computers, old systems, old cameras. The only thing in the whole set that doesn't predate 9/11 is the final computer where all of the signals go into, and then it sends it out to Twitch, which is hidden in the room. So technical difficulties are bound to happen. So I'll have these like 2 or 3 pre-recorded segments to be able to cut away to in case I need to fix something, in case I need to get up, in case something is like not working the way it's intended, or something is happening that will like break the immersion, break the timeline. But we're going to be data mining here. I just want to say one more thing. Yeah, so the gag is I'm doing like previews for games that came out 25 years ago, but then I'm doing reviews for games that came out like lately that fit. Like, if this game came out in the 90s, no one would bat an eye, right? So, and then what I do, so like I have an old computer, I record it on a new computer, but in a 4:3 aspect ratio on a CRT with old mouse and keyboard. I'm using a ball mouse so that the mouse movement is correct. And so me and Reno and a couple of other viewers played Abiotic Factor for like 2 hours. And instead of recording to OBS or NVIDIA, like Shadowplay or through Steam, so it's going to a CRT, so it's through a VGA connection. The VGA connection is split off through a powered splitter, and then it goes off to an OSSC, an open source scan converter, which converts it to HDMI, and then that HDMI goes through, gets converted into composite, yellow, red, and white, and that gets plugged into a VCR. And so instead of recording gameplay footage, it's on locally through digital, I'm literally recording gameplay footage to a VHS tape, right? So I have like a case of brand new VHS tapes. And so I unsealed a brand new VHS tape to record the gameplay onto. And then I took the gameplay off of the VHS tape, edited that video on this computer with all these assets and stuff to make it look like an old television show. And then the final video gets thrown back onto a tape and then ripped off of the tape. Hell yeah. Okay, man. Yeah, I guess I'll feet reveal at $1,000 in Texas. Yeah, so thank you so much for the $30. Yeah, we're gonna start listening to the music here in a second, but I want to see if I have the Abiotic Factor gameplay here. Yeah, I do. Oh, no. Okay, so this is Slayer X Terminal Aftermath. I recorded like an hour of footage of, because I am going to be making a review of this one. But then, yeah, so I genuinely recorded that like 2 hours of gameplay on a blank tape. And I just filled the tape up. And me and Reno and a bunch of people were playing Abiotic Factor together. And it was really, really, really fun. This game is amazing. This game is fantastic. But yeah, the first episode of Time Travel, like the first legitimate canon episode of the Time Travel show, I don't have a date for. It was supposed to be before the end of July. Some plans changed. Yo. Yeah. Yeah, I know. So, okay, yeah, so if you're watching this as a Twitch VOD, you're also noticing that my desktop audio is not here. That is because on the live stream, the desktop audio is here. If you watch the VOD, the desktop audio is gone. That is through some OBS magic, and that is to avoid copyright. Copyright claims and strikes have gotten significantly more common and significantly more severe in the last 6 months. I wonder what happened 6 months ago. Things have gotten a lot more severe. Companies have been a lot more overt with their enforcement of these types of policies. And I can't risk it because if you get 3 copyright strikes or maybe 2 copyright strikes on YouTube, you can lose your whole account can get taken down. So I have to be very careful with that. Unfortunately, the system that is the system that YouTube uses to detect for copywritten content has completely changed in the last 6 months. What happens now is it's like a genuine, it's like the machine learning algorithm has been updated dramatically. Viscera Queen, 36 months, tier 1. Thank you so much. Yo. So if I hum a song, if I sing or hum a copywritten song into this microphone, it will get claimed. That's the new system. So if I fucking like go mana burp burp ba mana mana burp 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 mana mana burp burp that VOD is now no longer available on YouTube. Right? The first YouTuber that I was aware of this happening for was Ordinary Sausage. Like, genuinely one of my favorite YouTubers on the platform. Ordinary Sausage, if you don't watch him, go watch him. He's the best. Ordinary Sausage, for the longest time, had this bit where he would, while he was loading the sausage meat into the sausage press thing, the thing that loaded the sausage meat into the casing, he would sing a sausage themed song parody. And he did the Muppets show thing, you know, the Manamana, that thing. And the video got like taken down. It's fucked. Like, it's fucked. So you like YouTube covers you're going to see don't really exist much anymore. But yeah, if you don't watch Ordinary Sausage is my goat. Ordinary Sausage is like the best fucking YouTube. It's just my favorite YouTuber, Ordinary Sausage. I watch every video that he puts out. He's the best. I love okay, so Ordinary Sausage is, what if you made pencil sausage? What if you made butter sausage? What if you made popcorn sausage? What if you made like fermented shark chunk sausage? And then he does NSC, which is a non-sausage episode. So there's a 1 sausage a week, and then there's an NSC once a week. And then the NSC is like, what if I boiled a steak in fruit gushers and then seared it? Is that any good? What if I deep fry an egg for 1 hour? Is that any good? What if I make a hamburger, but I stuff a Filet-O-Fish into the hamburger? Is that any good? He is the best YouTuber. Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back, I guess. Pencil sausage! You guys really want me to die? My doctor's been telling me I have to change my eating habits. I said, mind your own business. We're going to hit that with a little salt and his on again, off again girlfriend, pepper, and a little garlic powder. And what about butter powder for taste? All right, here we go. Oh, it's awful. I fucking love that man, dude. I love him. And if you watch him, that was a perfect impression. That was spot fucking on. Yeah. No, he's great. I love him so much. He's genuinely amazing. I love it when he eats a sausage and then it's a bad sausage and he throws it. If something's bad, it's like he's mad at the food. And so you never see his face, right? The camera is like here and you see his arms. And so like he made this ungodly monstrosity. He takes a bite and just throws it. Just like, fuck the... And then goes, oh, it's awful! In this dark world that we live in, ordinary sausage is a beam of light that keeps me going. No, for real. He's amazing. Go watch Ordinary Sausage. Shout out to Ordinary Sausage. You're my goat. Just, okay, you know what? Just to prove that I did a good impression. Just to prove that I did a good impression, I'm going to play just like just like a random old video of his. Because like some of his, he's just angry at the audience and he doesn't do his bit. But like, he goes, well, hey there, folks, and welcome back, I guess. The Travis Scott McDonald's meal. One of the worst things, I don't know. Somebody suggested it. YouTube comment suggestions. I don't know who Travis Scott is. I've got kids. Don't have kids. But we're going to throw this in the meat grinder and see if it can handle it. Okay. Here we go. So that's my impression. That's too old. That's too old. He worked on his voice. His voice changed over time. Let's watch. Yeah. Just the audio. Go watch his YouTube. Right, okay. And let's have him say, let's hit it with a bit of salt and his on again, off again, live-in girlfriend, pepper. Oh, we got a burst! Oh! Okay, here we go! I love him so much. I love that man. Ordinary Sausage, if you see this, you're the man. Fuck yeah, dude. You're great. If I had an idea for a sausage, by the way, if this somehow makes it to him, I'm not very good at this. He has kids. He won't see this. That's absolutely true. What would my sausage? What would I want out of a sausage? Hey, Boo Bear. If you had to suggest an ordinary sausage, what would you suggest? I just kind of got off on a tangent about Mr. Sausage. And in case this somehow reaches him, you're the goat. I want to make sure I suggest a sausage.
Maybe the shark one?
He already did the shark one. No, like a new like for him to make a sausage.
Oh, I thought you meant for like a new viewer.
No, for a new viewer, yeah. Watch the Harkardle sausage. That one's my favorite.
He's done like weird things like cat food, right?
Yeah. He liked it, actually. Angela Giratana, he is not. You had an idea, right? Like you had an idea for a video, and it was then you tried it, and it was terrible. Boiling pickles. Yeah. So he does this thing where he's like, 15-minute potato, 30-minute potato, 1 hour potato, and he'll boil them and take them out at 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and 1 hour and compare. Electra wanted to see him 15-minute pickle, 30-minute pickle, 1 hour pickle. So, Mr. Sausage, do an NSC of pickles. Is that your suggestion?
No, I didn't do that because of him. I did it because I like soft pickles, and no one sells soft pickles.
Coolman is saying that it should be a Zender's world-famous chicken dinner sausage. But I don't think he's going to drive all the way out to Frankenbooth to get that for a sausage. Is there a Valve sausage we can think of? Like the Big Pink Cookie sausage? He would have to make the cookies, though. I would watch Big Pink Cookie sausage. You need to check out the Gaki no Tsukai Absolutely Tasty series. Are you kidding me? Watashi wa tabeta no wa Goom Goom sausage da yo gozaimasen. I've watched every episode of that like maybe 10 times over. Are you kidding me?
Why are you offended?
Because like how like
Are you offended?
we've watched that together on stream.
Okay, maybe they weren't there.
All right, whatever. No, yeah, go watch Gaki no Tsukai and don't look up what Matsumoto Hitoshi did. All right, it'll ruin it. I didn't know. Jeez.
Yeah, like why are you being a brat?
No, yeah, Gaki no Tsukai is the fucking shit, man. Alexander Volopov. I can look at the attached video, sure. We got some songs to look at. I just chugged a quart of beer and ate a burrito bowl. I think I'm going to throw up.
Who?
The cigarette one is amazing. Well, the Kiki cigarette. My favorite Kiki episode is probably... Okay, so in case you're unaware, we'll get to the data mining, I promise. But in case you're unaware, so Gaki no Tsukai is a Japanese comedy variety show that's been on the air since 1989. It's hosted, or it was formerly hosted, by Downtown, the formerly most influential comedy duo in modern Japanese history. And then Matsumoto Hitoshi turned out to be allegedly turned out to be a bit of a sex creep. Yeah, we'll look at the video. Like, so you're in the donation. I don't click on links, unfortunately, but you're in the donation list here. So there's about, once I start playing the music, there's 10 minutes and 30 seconds till we get to your video. And they do a whole bunch of different like games and things. One of the games they play is called Kiki, which is based off of this thing that I guess a lot of people do with sake, where they'll like taste test sake and try and guess what sake is what. And they were like, okay, but what if we do it for instant ramen? What if we line up 25 brands of instant ramen shoyu flavor or tonkatsu flavor or something, and I have to try one blindfolded and then find which one I had using just taste. If I win, I get $1,000. If I lose, I'm kicked in the balls by a sumo wrestler. It's fucking great. It's fantastic. And then Absolutely Tasty. Oh my God, this guy's great. Yeah, okay. So Kanu Seinu's Absolutely Zentai no Oishi or Absolutely Tasty is my favorite show that they do. And that they haven't done many episodes of, but on Zentai no Oishi, they do this game where it's like, okay, we're going to make pizza. We're going to make pizza. All right, everybody come up with 2 absurd pizza recipes. Like, let's put pig skin on a pizza. let's put cotton candy on a pizza. And then so you have like 10 pizzas to taste test, and we'll try them all. And Endo Shozo, one of the members of one of the main, always puts this brand of Japanese mints on it called Frisk. And so they put Frisk mints on pizza, and then everybody vomits. It's classic. And then, of course, the big thing that everybody knows is Silent Library. They invented that. The whole, like, you're sitting in a library, you have to stay quiet. You put 6 cards down. Whoever gets the skull card has to do a Batsu game, which is a punishment. And so it's like, okay, we're going to electrocute you. Don't make any noise. And then Silent Library was brought to America on MTV. And, like, Jimmy Fallon's played Silent Library and stuff. But yeah, I'm cultured. Can we make Jimmy Fallon but funny? We had him. His name was Craig Ferguson. And we didn't appreciate him when we had him. Just saying. All right. Let's get started. Real talk. Craig Ferguson was the GOAT. Not kidding. Craig Ferguson was fucking great. All right. Yeah, go watch Gaki no Tsukai. It's not available in any English language capacity at all. There are no official subtitles. So you have to go onto a fan website called Gaki Archive, or just go to the Gaki no Tsukai subreddit, and fans will unofficially subtitle stuff. And there's like a few hundred episodes that are available to be watched subtitled, even though there's like nearly 2,000 episodes in total. And yeah, Game Center CX is another really good Japanese variety show, but those are pretty much the only two that I've watched. I love Game Center CX, but everybody knows what Game Center CX is. But Gaki no Tsukai is fucking great. At least, especially the stuff harfing my lifespan. Thank you, Kimbo is bored with the 2 months on Twitch Prime. And then thank you, Sherbert Clown, for the new follow. If you're new to the Twitch page, please follow. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, and then go to the Twitch page and follow. Yeah, no, Gaki no Tsukai is fucking fantastic. Especially the stuff from like 1998 until 2007. There was a period of time in the late 90s and early 2000s where they were just on top of their game, and everything they did was hilarious. Now they're old, and they're kind of phoning it in a bit more, and it's like way too much like based on tradition. Cruise Games, thanks for the 5 months on Tier 1. But like back when they were like trendsetters and not just like making, like just doing the same shit over and over again because they did it before. And this guy brings up a really great point, because I guess there are multiple fans of the show in this chat. Hell yeah. Matsumoto Hitoshi, like the main guy and also allegedly the pervert, got his hair dyed blonde. Yo. You suck at cooking. Yeah, you totally suck. No, I watched You Suck at Cooking. No, I know. Yeah. Matsumoto Hitoshi in the early 90s had like really like a big pompadour. And then in like 97, 98, he shaved his head bald. And then in like 2012 or 13, he dyed his hair blonde, and he's worn it that way ever since. Blonde Matsumoto is the start of the bad, is the start of the kind of shit thing. Like, they'll have good episodes every once in a while, you know. But then if they have one good episode, they'll do that bit to death like 8 or 9 times. Whereas if like just bald Matsumoto Hitoshi, that's the litmus test. Is that a good episode? Is he bald? Okay, probably a good episode. Yeah. They don't do the yearly No Laughing Batsu games anymore, but I'm going to be completely honest with you. They haven't been good. They weren't good for a few years. I will say that the final real one they did before COVID, the youth high school one, where they all dressed up like middle schoolers and were pretending to go back to high school. So the No Laughing Batsu game series is they put the 5 comedians into a mundane situation, like they're doctors or they're newspaper journalists or they're policemen or they're school, like they go back to school and they have to live out a day back at school, but there are traps placed everywhere to make them laugh. Like, literally, the whole day is planned out for them, and the whole day is just planned to make them laugh while trying to live through a normal day as that thing. And if they laugh, they get beaten, they get whipped on the ass. And back in the day, like, when they were in their 30s, they genuinely got smacked hard. And before they got, for the very first one they ever did, they got a fucking blow dart in the ass. Nowadays, you can tell that they're just like, and then they go, "Ow!" And then it's so good. It's so good. All right. Yeah. Wednesday Downtown's also very good. I like my favorite episode of Wednesday Downtown is probably, they did this one where, a comedian went out to do like an on-location shoot and was in like an inn for the night and couldn't leave until this pre-planned murder mystery was solved. So like he went to bed like it was normal and then woke up and somebody was murdered. And the guy very quickly realizes this is a bit, everybody's acting, all of these people are actors, and I have to solve this fucking mystery or I can't go home. And so it's like this begrudgingly angry, like this begrudgingly compliant, angry comedian who's just like, all right, let's go check the clues. Let's go. It's so good. Okay. All right. So this first song was donated by Anus. Oh, look at that. It's an anime song. So I'm actually talking to a bit of a weeb. I don't really watch anime. I just kind of watch those two, Game Center CX, and then anything with Downtown in it. All right. My wife was really into... Oh, this is a CS Protobuff, so this is nothing... My wife was really into anime in her teenage years and early 20s. And so I watched a lot of anime with her. We're not really into it anymore. It's way too much question ask, like way too much telling the audience things through asking very obvious questions, and it's so overdone. And that's not even anything to say about, like, no, guys, she's 2,000 years old, so it's totally cool. No, it's okay. I'm good. I'm all right. Well, this just sounds like jazz, so I wouldn't have known that this was anime. So this is what a data mining stream is. What we're doing here is we're looking at the changes that were made on a, not a binary level, but a hexadecimal level by plain texting the files and then comparing and contrasting against them. That's something. And what I do... What is today's date? The 28th? What's today's date? I can't see that. What is today's date? July 28th. Okay. 72825. All right. So yeah, Game Particle Manager, event, add fan, update fan. So physical-based wind simulations and fans is something that we've known about. Oh, and these are the definitions. Okay, so these are just defining it, and then these are... So we have the whole fucking... Not the thing, but like all of the variables for each of them. That's actually huge. Cool. HLX was canceled? No, in fact, this is... It's been a few months since we've had some like genuinely good, big news about HLX. I'd say the last thing that was video-worthy that was data mined was back in February. Apparently in May, there was the Deadlock Shop update that had a few things in it. It wasn't enough to make a video about. I don't remember. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But yeah, so according to the people whom I talked to about this stuff before we go live, there's definitely enough to make a video here. Music's a bit too loud. Yeah, my headphones were turned down, so it was, I didn't know how loud it was for you guys. But yeah, I just kind of, whoa, what the hell is this? I just kind of scroll through this stuff and I find stuff that looks interesting, and then I talk about it, and then I put it down in this text document, and then I make a video that goes deeper into it. All right. Oh, meshlets. I mean, we kind of knew that they were doing meshlets, but MSLT is the asset type in Source 2 for a meshlet triangle buffer. Interesting. Tyler, what have you found so far? We just started looking. It's right here. Yeah, I wouldn't have known this was anime. This is just jazz. There's still some anime that I will always watch, right? If anything by Shinichiro no Watanabe is put out, I will watch it. And I loved Attack on Titan. Like, there are shows that kind of transcend it being an anime, and it's just a fantastic story. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood comes to mind as one of the best things ever made. You know? Attack on Titan's another good one. First 2 seasons of My Hero Academia were great. Pretty much everything up until United States of Smash I thought was fantastic, other than the fucking tournament arc. Every anime needs a filler tournament arc. It's literally a movie. It's an anime movie that's just about a dude that wants to play the saxophone. It's called Blue Giant. I play the saxophone. Do I like Dragon Ball? I've seen all of Dragon Ball. I've seen all of Dragon Ball Z. I've seen all of Dragon Ball Z Kai. I've seen all of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, up and not including the Universal Survival arc, because I got bored before that started. I mean, hell, my previous cat was named Beerus for like 8 years, so, you know. But the new Shinichiro Watanabe was a wash. Ooh. No, abridged. I mean, I watched some of it in high school. All right, so this is an animation string thing. I've heard of Tokyo Disney Sea. I'm not a massive theme park guy, and also I'm not a massive Disney fan either. Ooh, hell yeah. Gotta love this guy. I remember this. It's wild how quickly something becomes a distant memory that you no longer think about, and then it comes back and you finally have to face the passage of time. Because this didn't feel like it was that long ago, but I'm sure if I were to look, this was from like quite a while ago. I've never seen Don Don Don. I don't even know what that is. 3-bone solver that uses 2-bone solvers under the hood to emulate a dog leg. What happened to Jack Stauber, man? Dogleg is an animation term? I don't know. Is it? Oh, thank you for the 4. Not really. Eminem scared me when I was a kid because, not because of the music itself, but the kids that would listen to Eminem on the bus bullied the shit out of me. So. Apparently he's still active doing music somewhere, but it's not mainstream. People were getting really parasocial. It made them uncomfortable. Yeah, that can be, yeah. Oh, I'm aware of that. He is still working on stuff. He just doesn't upload it. He just works on it for him. Like, he could get a job doing this shit, you know. Oh, he's still active on his Patreon. Kind of. Last post was January 18th. Okay. Okay. All right. This is the thing that the guy wanted the thing to be seen as the thing. It is a Gordon Freeman cosplay. I don't actually know how to copy a link from the donation bar. Hold on. How do I? No? Okay, so it's not going to let me directly interact with that. Okay, so what playing Half-Life on different difficult... Okay, I'll just look up the name of the thing. Okay, found that. Ooh, loud. Aight. Okay, so this is the guy. Boop. Boop. That's Gordon. That's Gordon. When you play Half-Life on Pornhub. Okay, then. All right, man. Keep on keeping on, my dude. Ow, 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 ow. Lost Media. Lost Media song. Not lost anymore. Oh. Ride the wind. Hmm. I think maybe that. Yeah, there's definitely some foot physics going on here. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, TDB_TW. Yeah, what? No, sorry. I mean, yeah, most of what I'm seeing right now is not like newsworthy just yet. But so the animation system for Counter-Strike 2 was overhauled significantly, so we're going to be seeing a lot of like very baseline animation stuff for a minute. And the majority of it is just going to be engine level animation stuff that isn't going to pertain to any one game in particular because it's updated to AnimGraph 2. But that's just, that doesn't mean we're not going to find anything of interest, and apparently we will. But it's just, it's going to take some time to figure out. Yeah, now that, okay, surface properties, yeah. Yeah. And then we got some pulse stuff, which, does AnimGraph 2 interface with pulse in any way? Do we know? Yeah, so this is data mining the latest Counter-Strike 2 next. Counter-Strike 2 update. Will we be data mining the latest Half-Life 2 update? No, because Half-Life 2 runs on Source Engine, not Source 2. So we won't be able to find or extrapolate anything about the current and development projects because Valve is not developing a new project on that engine base. So it's not something that's worth really looking at unless you want to try and predict future Half-Life 2 updates, which are just going to be bug fixes and be very few and far between. But, it's a good question, so. But there could be an ARG or hint. Yeah, if there was, it wouldn't be in the code. It would be in the game itself. If you want to remember how any of the ARGs started from Valve Software, they started in a playable space, not in code. It started in the playable space. So if Valve wanted us to start looking for ARG hints, that wouldn't start. Captain Nameless, $4. Thanks so much. That wouldn't start specifically in the back end. That would start in a game. But what the Train Doctor says, I agree with. Valve doesn't, I don't think. Like, if Valve was into doing ARGs still, they would have done one for Half-Life Alyx. So that's not really their thing anymore. All right, this next song was donated by Freezy154. Thank you so much. If you don't hear the music, go watch on Twitch. Yo, G-Buck, 4 months. Thanks so much. Yo, Epico42 with the $5. Yo, how we doing? Thank you so much for the support. We'll get to your song in about 11 minutes. How old is this? I've never heard this before, but this sounds like mid-90s. '96? Oh, so this is like demo tape shit then you've donated. I haven't played much Parapeptia since it went into early access yet. No, I intend on doing some stuff for Time Travel Show with that game. This song is very the vibes are very, very different than what I expect out of like a Slim Shady record. Because when you said old Eminem, I thought that's what you were talking about. This is like an uplifting thing. It's not even really meant to be funny. Wow, I'm actually surprised with the number of like full sentences in here. You usually just see stuff like this, right? Just like a word, 2 words. But we got full sentences like it's like I'm reading a freaking novel. That's why I'm going so slow. I mean, the song's good. Another dog bone mention. Dog leg. So I should probably Google it. I'll just Google it. Is dog leg an animation term? Dog leg animation term. Dog leg. A type of artifact in computer imaging, colloquially known as jaggies. No, that's raster images. We're not talking about animation or 3D. No. No, I don't. I think this might actually be. I think it might actually be a dog leg, because I'm not seeing anything related to 3D animation or 3D modeling that. No, I think it might actually be something related to dogs. All right, this next song was donated by TBD_TW. Thanks so much. Dogs will have legs confirmed. Oh, you know it. Dogs will have legs. Hold on, just got a message. Just checking my messages. Oh, we got a schema dump to look through too. Did the bingo stuff end already? Bingo is a thing that we're just doing. Like, that's a thing that we do. That's not a one-time only thing. This Chicago? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've never heard the song before. Face poser stuff. "25 or 64" was one of my favorite songs to play when I was in a band. Fucking loved that song. Dog like something such as a canyon or road with a sharp bend or turn in it. I guess. Oh, the YouTube stream name is still Bingo. Oh, shit. Did the thumbnail change? The thumbnail changed. Okay. No, it's a date. That's my fault. Sometimes it, like, I hit enter and that actually doesn't save it on the YouTube Stream Now page. You have to hit save. You have to scroll down and hit save for it to make. It's not the first time I've made that mistake, but since it's a live stream, it should. Whatever. I'm typing through IRC. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, this is so good. What the hell? No, I'm in. Oh, God. I've been listening to a lot of, I guess it'd be considered dad rock because of the record collection I was gifted from my stepdad. What the hell is that name? I'm just going to say your name's German. I know you're not German. Thank you for the 4. Captain Nameless with the new Neil Ciceriga. Yeah. I figured. I really hope this isn't like a one-time thing, and this is like how Bustin predated Mouth Moods. Because this is a very mouth song. Yeah, this is a new Neil Ciceriga remix that came out like maybe a week ago. It's called Porcelain. He remixed a John Mayer song to be about John Mayer's love for little porcelain dolls. We do need a new spirit. We do need a new. I would so much rather have another Lemon Demon album than another Mouth album right now, because since Spirit Phone we've had 2 Lemon Demon albums. I mean, hi Linto. Hi Linto. We've had 2 Mouth albums since Spirit Phone. Yeah. Yo, thank you for the 4. Yep. No. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the donation. No. Thoughts on the Coldplay couple? Oh my God. Every adult in my life has asked me about the Coldplay couple. I love Coldplay. My thoughts on the Coldplay couple? Somebody asked the question. Somebody asked the goddamn Coldplay couple question. I don't even need to explain what the Coldplay couple thing is. I will tell you, I used my audio restoration ability to make the best sounding recording of this, to make this that sound like, as good as it could. Okay, YouTube viewers won't know what's happening. A song is playing. Tyler Gabe is in the Epstein files. No, he's more than likely not. Don't go around saying shit like that. That's what I think about the Coldplay couple. What is Corpse Party, and why do you keep asking about Corpse Party? Somebody has asked me Corpse Party when? Like maybe 15 times? I don't know what that is. It sounds bad. Oh, blankets. I love blankets. wait. What did he say there? Tony, okay. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I love bands made of dads. We're going to rock the hell out to that song in about 10 minutes. What did he say? I love Neil. I love Neil. Whoa! Oh, wait, that's ARS. That's not actually $200. How much is 200 ARS? How much is 200 ARS? Like, what, 10 cents? 200 ARS to USD. 15 cents. Thank you for the 15 cents that YouTube makes seem like you donated over $100. So YouTube has different alerts that it gives the streamer in real time to let you know about like donations that have come in. And I just got the, hey, you just got a donation over $200. But because like, I think that's Argentina. I think that's Argentinian, and so the exchange rate is just absolutely fucked. So YouTube thinks it's a lot of money, and it's 15 cents. And it makes a big deal about 15 cents. I think that's funny. Hit my head falls out. If you want love blankets. Blankets. Take all your big plans. Blankets. Hi. Hi. Thank you. You didn't put it in the correct place. So there's a media share place to put it. I'll fix it for you this time, but in the future, please place it in the proper place. Oh, it's not working. Bubblegum face. Yeah, I've played through Undertale. And I've played Chapter 1 of Deltarune, but that's all I've played. Porcelain. I haven't played Clair Obscur yet, and I'm over Persona. I finished Persona 3, and I'm done for a while. Because that was not a happy ending. Neil is so good, dude. Okay, so he's implying that he murdered and chopped up the woman and put it, yeah, okay. All right. I listened to the song. I haven't seen the video. Porcelain. Thoughts on Switch 2? I don't own a Switch 2. I'm not going to buy a Switch 2 with my own money because I don't support Nintendo's incredibly terrible business practices and anti-consumer behavior. If someone wants to send me a Switch 2 that's different, I would love to play the new Donkey Kong game. But also, fuck them. This is Ween. You guys like SpongeBob? This doesn't sound like Ween. Yeah, that might be a... Do you plan on making videos about Clash Royale? No. I love the effort here by Valve to position feet properly. Yeah. The feet aren't going to be doing this anymore when you're standing on stairs, when an NPC's like on 2 different stairs and the one foot is just going nuts. This kind of reminds me of Pink Floyd a little bit. Oh my God. So, little tip. When there's massive chunks of uninterrupted new additions, almost certainly not gonna give you anything and are likely just a dump of strings that kind of existed somewhere else. Can't donate right now, but could you play the round song I sent in DMs? Yeah. Well, this is on YouTube. That Ween song's good, though. That was a good song. I'd not heard that song before. I liked it. All right. Oh, no. Yeah, it's Rob's band. Rob's a good friend of me and a mutual friend that me and Reno share. What's wrong? It's just the song somebody donated. It was this lint in disguise. This song, this was one of the songs. You know how sometimes when a streamer has media share on, every once in a while it becomes a meme to donate a certain song, and so that streamer has to listen to that certain song literally hundreds of times. I forgot about this. Raspberry blush, not asking for much. This song does sound like a song that would autoplay on like a high school student's MySpace page. You guys remember how you'd go on a MySpace page and like a song would autoplay? Hi. Okay. Did you just cast a spell? Yeah, all the MySpace photos are gone. Yeah. MySpace was not backed up well. I only had a MySpace page for a very, very, very short period of time. And I was like 8. I was way too young to have it. And then I got in a lot of trouble. I hate this song. Okay, thank Christ. So there are songs that get played a lot that I enjoy. Like Strokin' is probably my favorite meme song to get donated. I love when Strokin' gets donated. Raspberry Blush and then the all around me are familiar. I hate that. Like, anyways, this next song was donated by Frizzy. No, I don't know what you're saying. No, I don't know shit about this. What the fuck is happening with this corpse party thing in the YouTube chat? Ugh. Oh. That's a good song. What is that from? Is that like a new release or? Hey, this is that dad band. Yeah, these guys have kids. Ooh. Mobile, use PC graphics. Mobile. Source 2 mobile. Force reloads all shaders. Yeah, okay. I don't know what that is. Buffer, mismatch, post-processing. That's Underlord's era? I don't know. Print current shader setting, print blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Underlords was the only mobile game. That's true. Forgot about that. But, no, this is a new string, so it's unknown. The song slaps. These are repeats. These are repeats. You'll never see me cry on the other side. Audio hardness? What is audio roughness and audio hardness? What is that? Yo, this audio hard. Do you dream about cheese? Yeah. You played Open Fortress? I played Open Fortress many times. Good song. Good song. That's a good song. That's a good song. What? 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 Can't. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for the 4. Okay. 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 That was out of fucking nowhere. What do you do with the white ball after drinking your mozzarella? I don't know. You gotta throw that shit out. That's gross, man. Oh. I don't get it. That's all right. When will I answer the CPQ? I have no interest in playing a video game called Corpse Party. That's the answer to the question. Stroken has yet to play today. Bow, 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 bow. Aquamarine. Magenta. Orange. Orchid. Orchid. Pink. Purple. Salmon. Sky blue, slate gray, slate gray. Yellow, white, zoom in, zoom out. Another dad band song. There's a good first one. Brazilian, Bulgarian, Czech, Danish, Dutch, English, Finnish, French, German, Hungarian, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Norse, Norwegian, Polish, Portuguese, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Swedish, Turkish, Ukrainian, Vietnamese. I'm just reading the list of I think languages. Probably one's in Gorilla. There's we're just reading it directly here. Why does Tyler sound like Fred Durst? Did somebody say meatloaf? It's just one of those days. Focused. Initialize. Tyler is looking through the green mark text. Or just anything. 'Cause now I'm dangerous. Bro didn't even answer. Yeah, I'm reading the green. Aquamarine, blue. Hold on. It's actually butt because it's spelled with 2 T's. We got butt physics. What file is this in? Oh, it's UI? I'm looking for a lady with butt physics. Yo, finally we can get some user interface on this butt. HLX is gonna be ass. This next song was donated by Canis Anus. If you're a woman, hello. Ooh. Yes, that's what a Fred Durst would say. See, I'm not doing a Fred Durst impression. I'm doing a Fred Darts impression. Freeman. I'm trying to give a quick shout out to Spencer Agnew from the Smosh channel. $1.99 Kyle Pina. Fully modeled, fully simulated. Yeah, we're looking for the green. The red means removed, green means added in this last update. Next bit. No! I like this song. Palace, Live Well. Never heard of the band. This is where I Google them and find out they're like neo-Nazis or something, huh? British alternative rock band from London? Hell yeah. Dope. Yeah, I'll keep these guys in mind. I saw him at Belfast in a bar. Aight. Hold on. Do you want to ebb with the flow? You know, I've learned something about myself. I got fucking crazy cheekbones and like the fucking mewing thing going on in my cheeks. If I wasn't so heavy, I'd be a fucking good-looking dude. This next song was donated by Tori. Okay. Oh man, there's just none of the stuff I've seen so far is like the cool stuff people are talking about. Yeah. What game am I digging into? The latest Counter-Strike 2 update. It reminds me of Rush. Did I just fucking Vogue? Yeah, I did, actually. I was looking at myself in the camera. My sponsor, one of my sponsors, the company that does this chair, just we just signed an agreement for August, and they sent me a new chair, so I now have a second chair I have to put together. And they so like we signed the contract normally, and then they were like, hey, would you be interested in a like an electric standing desk, an electric convertible standing desk? And so it's sitting in my like vestibule area in the house. I was like, yeah, but I have four monitors. I need a big thing. So they sent me this thing. It's taller than me. I'm 6 feet tall. And it's one of those things that like you have like the buttons right here. And so like it'll go up and down and you don't have to like raise it. It's just like all like motorized or pneumatic or whatever. I'm excited about that. It was just the desktop that was sent, and then the legs are sent separately. Doesn't it get tired standing all day? Well, I'm sure I'm not going to be I mean, I don't know. We're about to find out. I'm going to try and do some stream standing because, like, I'm sure that's really good for me. But that was cool. I like that company, and their stuff is actually really good, so, you know. I wouldn't be trying to sell you on this chair if I didn't enjoy sitting in this chair. You know what I mean? Find anything? Yeah, it's over here. Invest in a purple seat cushion. I sit on a donut pillow. A pregnant woman donut pillow. And I did that because I once got a thing that would hurt really bad to sit. Oh. There it is. HLX confirmed, not canceled. Will you personally sit in every chair before it's sold? No. But yeah, I have to sit in a pregnancy pillow because I don't find it, like, I sat in one for so long, I just can't, like, I have to sit in a pregnancy pillow. If Purple made a donut pillow, that'd be great. Purple, make a donut pillow and then sponsor me. It's old? You're old. All right, this next song was donated by RJDIM. Yo, Lumpus. Lumpus. No way! No way! ARG confirmed! No, not the Fred Durst bit. Ooh. Mm. Chat, is this AI? Chat, is this AI? Is what AI? Me?
Here.
Oh, lady. There's a lady here. Ooh, lady has come to deliver the food.
Here.
Thank you. What's this? What's going on? Hello? Is this salt?
Yes.
That's my wife. She just handed me food. That is so nice of you. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. Round of applause for Electra. Round of applause.
How's it taste?
How's it taste?
Not good. So.
It's pretty good. You good? You all right? You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, love you.
Is there too much potatoes in it?
I don't think so. The food is AI. I'm going to take a quick break so I can eat my chicken pot pie. Canus, anus. Okay. Thank you for the support. Oh, we passed $100. Thank you so much. We just need $400 more and we hit the dono goal of doing a live stream from QuakeCon. This is a dumb question, but how do we request music? Exclamation point tip in the chat. Donate some money. A box will come up. You put a YouTube link in there, and we'll listen to it as a group. You ever air fryer a baked potato? Can't say that I have. Air fryer is just a small convection oven, though. What the hell is this? All right, this next song was donated by Lumpus. This song sounds like it was donated by a guy named Lumpus. Level 0 ray tracing support missing. Do I like Linkin Park? I don't dislike Linkin Park. Somebody donated $4 for us to listen to this. Yo. Oh, hell yeah. Well, I don't have kids yet. Hi, is this going to be on YouTube? I'm too drunk for this shit. The findings will be, the VOD won't. What the fuck is this? What is this song? I better join a dad band once I got kids. I barely have time to do my job. Good Lord. I'm absorbing all this info. Thank you for the follow. What was your name? Oh, 17 minutes ago we got Pyrogetty, and now we got Wolna CZ IPA. Thank you for the follow. I have been doing a lot of accidental jaw exercises lately. I'm sitting here thinking, like, why is my jaw sore today? Why does it look like I've been mewing? It was like, oh, right. Thank you, Electra. You should look into a career as an ASMR artist. Okay. Okay. Today we're going to open my mail. Oh no, jury duty. Hey, you're welcome. I was having them too. Glad that I could transfer them onto you. All right, we only need about $390 there, and then we'll let Darno go, and then I'll do a live stream from QuakeCon, and I'll try and get Hugo Martin to like take his shirt off or something. That's not true. Don't donate expecting that. All right, Canus. I just got here. What I miss? A whole lot of fucking around. You just missed my wife bringing me a slice of homemade chicken pot pie. That's what you missed. And all of you can achieve that one day if you try hard enough. There's love out there for everybody, and that isn't a joke. I know it feels like the world sucks ass, but believe me, there is happiness to be found in the small little social circles that exist in your vicinity. This is Persona. Can you talk like an old... This is not... It had do-do-do-do-do. That's the Persona melody motif. So this is either Persona or made by somebody who works on the Persona soundtrack. That's Zelda? Oh. Oh, is this the Breath of the Wild thing? What am I thinking of? What is the Persona melody motif? I don't remember. No, the world still sucks. 100%. And unless some stuff change, it's going to get worse. Which is why you need to appreciate the things around you and try and better the communities and the people around you. And not just get into like little fighting arguments about which team you're on, because in reality it's all just a distraction. It's not you versus them, it's us versus... It's not you versus them, it's us versus them. All of us together are supposed to be on the same team, and they're distracting us by making us fight about things that don't actually matter. It's up v down, exactly. Us versus God, yeah. We need to... I was about to do an anime. I was about to do an anime, like, cliche joke, and I just choked on my own spit. Hold on. Come on, guys! We could defeat God with the power of friendship! Alright, that wasn't worth choking over. God fought back. Yeah. Fuck. Ow. We need a little bit of this. So this is a jazz cover of the Tears of the Kingdom trailer song, I think. They're actually getting a lot better at making paper straws. When they first came out, I was like, ugh, but now they're fine. They just had to coat them in wax, and it's fine. It's its own thing. No, this is Zelda. Also, yeah, use a glass straw. I love glass straws. Glass straws are sick as hell. They're a jazz group from Tokyo. They've been going for like 20 years. Oh, it's finally time for this banger. I waited, and I waited, and I was a good patient boy, and now I get this. If it's a reusable straw, you want it to be clear so you can see if there's any chunks of food that are left in there. If you're watching on YouTube, you're missing out. On a couch? Well, let me ask you this. I stroke it to the east. I stroke it to the west. I stroke it to the woman that I love the best. I love this song. As you haven't even heard the best part. Huh? No. Yeah. Yeah. No. Data mining. Radiation Hazard says he'd want to box me. Oh, shit. As much as I appreciate the offer, I'm not really into, like, fighting. I'd probably just cry. Sassified. Best part of the song. Best part of the song. I love this. Tell me, Clarence. Oh. Good God. This ain't no Gooner shit, man. No, he's talking about... it's not Gooner shit. Hell yeah. Oh, another banger. Same, Clarence, same. I stroked it to the north. I stroked it to the south. I stroked it everywhere. I even stroke it with my... Whoo! We got some pop punk going now. What am I, in middle school? Okay, here's the thing, right? It's crazy how nostalgia for a different time kind of sneaks up on you, right? Because you can be nostalgic for times that you never existed in, like the 80s and 90s, because it was just simpler, right? And there wasn't as much to stress about. Even though, let's not kid ourselves, we'd be stressed out then too. You know, just not as much like, you know, existentially dreadful stuff. It's funny because I was never really into pop punk, but pop punk in like the Warp Tour Monster Energy drink sense is very much like middle school and high school time for me, right? And I was never really into it back then, but now whenever I hear it, like the real cheesy, like everybody sang with the same kind of voice, then it's just like, oh, you know? And so as soon as this song started, never heard this song before, but I'm like, oh, I'm hanging out at Electra's house. And like, yeah, I'm like 15, you know? Because like this was the kind of stuff she listened to, and I was like, Beatles, Coldplay, The Killers, Automotoguchi, you know, fucking Motion City soundtrack, which she got me into, Billy Joel, Oasis, The Smiths. What's my opinion of the Coldplay concert cam fiasco? This is what's going to happen every time somebody asks me that question. So I have a lot of... I used my audio restoration skills to make the best sounding... By audio restoration, do you mean AI? No, this is a lot of Isotope RX stuff. That's not AI. The only AI that's used to restore this was trying to pull as much of the crowd noise from the TikTok that went viral, and then having a raw, like as much of raw spoken word audio. But that's not so much AI as it is just like machine learning stem separation stuff. This is AI. I made this as a joke for the Coldplay Discord server, which I'm very active on. This is Suno. This was made on Suno. This was 4.5, yeah. Yeah, I don't think AI is cool like 99% of the time. I think that what could have been an incredibly useful tool to be able to make individual, like just normal people's lives easier is instead being used as a dystopian mechanism to just take as many jobs away as possible and ruin as many lives as possible. The 1% of AI use case that I think is okay is for shit posts. And so I just was like, even they're having an affair or they're just real shy, copy, paste, 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 paste. Make it an EDM. Go. Like the South Park ad. Like the South Park ad. AI is good for shit posts, and that's all it should be used for, is for funny little bits. Funny little bits. Funny little funny little bits. Little funny bits. Little funny little bits. I love funny little bits. Don't you love funny little bits? I'm not begging for Twitch bits. Where did you get the companion cube plush in the background? I'd argue AI shitposts are less funny than putting the effort in and making your own. Completely agree. Didn't want it to be a female vocalist. Hold on. This is the only use case. This is the only use case. You think that would pass in the club? Oh no! Don't tell. They absolutely. There's no way that the program knew what I was writing about, but they added a fucking fart sounds to the fucking drop. What the fuck? Okay, I'm not. This isn't a bit that's going to be going on for a long time, but while we were listening to that, I just had an idea. Oh, yeah, yo. And then we'll get back to the donos. Can you believe he fucking said that today? Can you fucking believe that that's the quote? Privilege? Privilege? Oh my god. Holy shit. This one might be a banger, actually. Oh no. All right, just to prove that I'm not like crazy, that was like he fucking said that today. Like no matter what you feel or what team you're on, privilege? Privilege? I never had the privilege. Yeah, no, I never had the privilege of going to the island. No. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. We get it. You're on the list and you're trying to front load us, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, privilege. Privilege. I've been thinking about that all day. Look, I don't want to try and like cause like some pretty crazy divisiveness in my community or whatever, right? I've made the mistake of getting really political in the past and it almost fucking got me killed. But like I'll get the quote. Here's the quote. Oh no. No, I didn't want to show the clip. I just needed you to hear the clip. You can Google it. It was literally on Fox News of all things. YouTubers wouldn't be able to hear that. No, if you want to hear this stuff, you got to go to Twitch. It's because I have media share turned on. And I can only have it play on Twitch without getting into trouble. And just on the live stream, not on the VOD. Yeah, I do think literally every human being is questioning the Epstein thing. The fact we went from there is no list to the list is a hoax to I'm comfortable with saying these 3 names of people multiple times. You notice that? He said the Harvard guy, Bill Clinton, and some other guy multiple times in interviews now. I thought there wasn't one. I thought he acted alone. Never had the privilege. Privilege. Fucking privilege. Privilege. I'm really upset they never invited me. I wanted to go, but they didn't let me. Never had the privilege. I was really sad. I was like, Jeff, why? I came to Jeff, tears in my eyes. Why? Why can't I go? Tears in his eyes. Yeah, tears in his eye. He sounds upset he couldn't go. That's what I'm thinking. Tyler, how many datas have you mined? At least 6, man. Like, quite a few. He's got FOMO. He might have FOMO, yeah. I'm not on the list. I wish I was, but I wasn't. I wasn't allowed. They didn't let me. They thought even I was too much for the island. I didn't have the privilege of going to the island. I have to stop or I'm going to get fucking death threats. Your Trump impression reminds me of Boss Baby. I'm the Boss Baby. I'm a baby and I'm also the boss. Some would say the best baby in the history of babies. It's very quiet now because we're caught up on the queue. Exclamation point tip in the chat. The queue is up. And we only need, what is that, like $390? And then I'll do a live stream from QuakeCon. You ever thought about doing a political channel? Dude, you have no fucking clue. No. I was very politically charged outwardly in 2020 because of, like, you know, it was a very politically charged time. And I don't want to talk about specifics as to like the outcome of that, but oof. Right. And now as time progresses and I get older, it's not so much that I regret being so open about my political ideologies and leanings and stuff. It's that everybody was, right? And I do understand how some people were upset with me, not because they disagreed with me, but because I was kind of an escape from it all. Like, I'm just silly Valve boy that twerks and talks about Portal, right? I'm not like The Daily Show or whatever, right? And so I kind of identify that my value in making the world a better place, if at all possible, and even in just like the tiny, tiny amount that I actually affect, is just to be a really good place for people to escape from the world like that, and just for at least a little bit, just like be part of this little community where we're talking about our crazy, you know, data mines and 90s computers and stuff, you know. And yeah, I also understand that as non-Americans, it can be very fatiguing to hear about American politics all the time, especially considering that somehow I have one of the most diverse fucking audiences on YouTube. Like, I've asked all of my YouTube friends to show me their, like, analytical geographic split, right? And on average, it's like, when you're an English-speaking YouTuber, it's like 50 to 65% American, right? I have a 20% American audience, right? It is a very diverse, from all over the place audience. And this is actually the reason why I don't make the same amount of money as my colleagues with the same subscriber count. Because if you don't have a high American audience, you're not getting that much in AdSense. And so I've always been like, okay, I make about this much in AdSense. And my friends are like, wait, what? And it's because of that. And then also the reason why I'm paid so much less for sponsors is because most sponsors are just looking for that American audience, right? So say what a YouTuber with a similar amount of subscribers, but with at least a 50% American split in their audience, would make like 3 times as much as me on one sponsor. It's true. And so that's why exclamation point tip or exclamation point donate in the chat is so important, you know. What percentage is from Iceland? That's a good question. I can tell you, actually. I'm not looking up everybody's country. Just gonna look up Iceland. Hell. Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, Baby Hotline. My favorite is Two Time Like Everybody, but Baby Hotline's a good one. such a good song. Okay, analytics broken down from the 14 years I've had this YouTube channel. So literally every person that's ever watched the channel. 101 million views since 2011. 30% United States audience. 8% United Kingdom. 5% Canadian. 3.6% German. 3.3% Australian. And then Russia, Poland, Brazil, Sweden, Philippines, Netherlands, Finland, Romania, France, Argentina, Turkish, Czech, Denmark, Spain, Hungary, Mexico, Indonesia, Italy, Lithuania, Norway, Malaysia, Chile, Portugal, Ukraine, Bulgaria, India, New Zealand, Serbia. That's all it's all at 1% and higher. But you asked for which country? What you asked for Iceland? It's not even in the top 50, so it's not going to tell me. Ireland is 0.5%. Ireland, since I opened the YouTube channel in 2011, I have received 528,000 views from. So you've watched my videos 528,000 times? Pingus! Duckmaster Bob, $5. Zarth Ben, $4. Thank you so much. But yeah, so, like, I've made the conscious decision to try and just kind of be an escape for the viewers that are here. Because I understand better now than ever that because of the very multicultural, does that make sense? Like there's this massive spread of viewers from all over the world and not really like just in the United States. So I feel like because of that, it wouldn't be worth my time as much to like be some like political activist so much as I could be just like a place for people just to kind of forget about it for a little while, at least for a little bit. You know, like obviously if you're American and you believe things, then you need to fight for those things. And that goes for anybody. But if I've only got like 20% of my live stream viewers are from America, then that means 80% of you, it doesn't pertain. Right? And so I'm kind of leaning more into being like a source of escapism and community instead of, you know, just being another person that talks about politics all the time, because it's like I'm only going to be preaching to about 20% of my audience that'll even listen. And then out of those, how many of those people are going to get very, very angry that I don't agree with them? So it's not worth it. Did I find something interesting yet? Oh, yeah, quite a bit. I don't, like, go back and, like, repeat all the things that have been found because people come in and ask that all the time when we do this. Just wait for the HLX files video that's made based on all the findings, and then you'll learn. We see butt physics, yeah. I never understood getting mad towards a streamer or content creator because of politics. Well, I can't talk about every streamer that receives, you know, hate or whatever from being political, but from my case, what I could tell was, due to the fact that I've been doing this for so long, like I've been doing this YouTube channel trying to make it a job as a job since 2011. So since I was 14, literally half my life. I'm 28, right? I grew up with you. We kind of grew up together if you're a longtime viewer. And so I find that people are more parasocial towards me than most people on average. And so when they're like parasocial buddy from Twitch or whatever, like says a thing that they completely are 180 on, they really like have a very, very visceral reaction to it. And so, you know, and it's like, look, you know, I will do when I find myself in a more comfortable financial position where I'm like not really like worried about money anymore, which I'm getting closer and closer to because of you guys, and I'm appreciative of that. I will do more fundraising stuff, you know, for like things that I do believe in, because I do think that, you know, everybody should be given a fair shake and everybody should be given a chance to prove themselves to be a good person, and everybody should be allowed to just live without, you know, the threat of violence or being bothered, you know. I think everybody should just be allowed to have their interests and a job and a family and, or, you know, whatever they want. I don't think life needs to be as complicated as we're all making it. And I think there is some value in trying to take a step back and think about why the past was more simple than now. And if there's anything that we can do as individuals to adjust our own personal lives in order to make it a bit better. If that makes sense. Yeah, Tyler McVicker is my boyfriend. He got me pregnant at Arby's. Cool, man. Yeah, I don't know. I just, look, there are very, like, I'm very, so that's the thing, right? I am a very political minded person, and I do as much as I can in my own personal life to do things. But at the same time, I identify that being a guy who's best known for this isn't necessarily going to be taken the most seriously when it comes to like political stuff. And I have found, unfortunately, through experience, that if I were to sit here and talk about my opinions and beliefs on all of the major issues that aren't as like universally agreed upon as we should probably arrest the pedophiles in that are like the elite pedophile people. I feel like at least we as at least in our generation can all agree, like, yeah, if they did that, they should go to jail for that. No, she shouldn't get a pardon. She was the accomplice. I feel like at least most people can agree with that, which is why I'm willing to make a joke about it. But, you know, like, I want to do time travel. Like, I have found, okay, about that, I found that people on both sides are like, wait, a pardon? What the fuck? You know, even like most of the adults, like people much older than me in my life, are very right-leaning, right? And I'm more left-leaning. We agree on this. We agree. We agree. This is weird. But it's just like, I don't want to be another place to make people feel like the world is ending. And I don't want to be another place to make people feel like existential. Because like both sides of the argument are both think the world is ending. Do you know what I mean? Like, for different reasons. And I agree that one is more right than the other. But at the same time, it's like, look, I think there do need to be places that are kind of like mental rest stops. Like, we can all keep driving on this highway and try and fix things and push things in the direction that we believe in. But every now and then we need to get off and take a piss. I want to be, I want to be the place where you take a piss. I want to be the place that has the really expensive Burger King where you stop and get some food real quick before you get back on the highway. Do you know what I mean? Do I hate America? No, I love the America that I was brought up in. You know? But yeah, so like, you know, I think like this is one of the main reasons why I'm putting so much effort into the time travel show, because I feel like it is the perfect escapist platform. If that makes sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So, like, do you hate America is a totally tame and not accusatory question and not asked nearly unprompted. Right, but as a person who operates in the public space, you're asked the same kind of questions all the time. And so my genuine response is the America that I was promised when I was little is the America that I love. Is that what we have now? I don't know. You know? Now, the internet dying, that's a whole other conversation. I'm not talking about the world. If we're just talking about the internet, good Lord. Go Madden! But yeah, so like, you know, I'm really excited about Time Travel Show kind of finding its footing and becoming a consistent thing. Oh, this next song was donated by Zarthben. Because it's like, you know, I just feel like it'll be a really nice thing for everybody to just kind of experience together for a little bit. You know, like role play in the past and just kind of for at least a little bit, just be like, everything's cool. Everything's cool. Yo, thank you for the 4. Are you going to read that? Okay, TTS didn't read that. Thank you for everything. Being trans is not fun thing right now, and sometimes these streams are a great escape. That's what I'm talking about, yeah. Been watching you on and off since the Portal 2 beta video from 2014. I was 8 when that came out, and consistently since 2020. Jesus Christ. 11 years ago, so you're 19. Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for being a longtime viewer. Is time going to move in the time travel show? Yes, but not in the way that you think. I won't talk too much about that because that gives away the story. I will say there is a reason for why the time travel show is occurring. There is a pre-written story that will show itself over time, but it isn't the point. It's not the focus, and it's only just going to be kind of sprinkled in here and there for people to find if they're interested, but I'm not going to hit you over the head with what's happening there. But yes, time will progress in a way, but I will tell you that we're not going to touch on national tragedy. That's not the point of the show. What's the time travel show? Thank you for asking. Okay. What's the time travel show? I will show you. I was waiting for somebody to actually ask me to give me the... So you're watching on YouTube, go to Twitch, or you won't be able to hear this. Okay, so what is the time travel show? Imagine a public access cable show from 1990X that was kind of like proto-Twitch streaming that existed on WHNO Cleveland. hosted by the PC Player Monthly magazine editor, Ty Vickers. Ty Vickers would play computer games, take phone calls, take faxes, talk to his talking robot, which was actually controlled by the viewers through chat, and have a lot of different things work in a way that things don't work like anymore, like AIM still working. And, you know, it's a show from the 90s that is being made right now. The goal is for a person who doesn't know any better to join the stream and think that they're watching a recording from a show from 25 years ago, or 26 years ago, 27 years ago, right? There is a real landline telephone that supporters of the show get the phone number for. You can call live. Longtime supporters of the show get added to an AIM buddy list. There is a fax machine that you can fax messages and images to using your Twitch points. There is a talking robot behind me that you can make speak using your Twitch points. I, for all intents and purposes, am a human being living in the late 90s. And there is so much time and money being put into that show. I've been working on it for 5 years to make it so that if you're watching the show and you were from that time, nothing is out of place. It is as close to a real thing from the 90s as I possibly can make it. It's set, I have a different set than that room in the basement of this house. That there isn't a single thing in that room that was released before 9/11. That's the cutoff. Except the computer that broadcasts it out. That's a more recent computer I built, but it's hidden. The cameras are real Panasonic camcorders from the 90s. The computers I'm playing the games on, I built myself out of parts that were from the year 2000 or prior. The microphones, the clothing, everything is from the time period. And I have spent years reading anything I can find so that the character is as accurate to the time period as possible. Everything. And the goal is for it to be a place that people can either role play in, right? Whether that be in the chat, which is displayed on my old computer through MIRC. The Twitch chat is still in the show, but it's an IRC chat room. Or you can be a person who wants to break the timeline, which has happened a few times. And I want to see if I can find the clip. Yeah, here's the clip. This clip got 255,000 views on TikTok. If you're watching on Twitch, you won't be able to hear this. Right? And then the other time was this. Didn't get views. Didn't get views. Well, that was Harambe, yeah. Yeah, you can't really swear on public access television, so I do have to be very careful about that. So that's what the time travel show is. It's almost ready to be a bi-weekly thing. I'm worried someone might steal your idea. Yeah, I was worried about that too until I realized just how goddamn hard it is to do. And it's almost ready. So how does are you wearing 90s clothes for it too? For the most part. Yeah, Into the AM made me a shirt specifically for it though. How expensive? Pretty much everything that is in the room was sourced from a thrift store. Some of the stuff that I bought on eBay, like that clear phone, was like $50. I have spent quite a bit of money getting that show put together though, and it's I have everything I need. It's really just a getting the final pre-recorded segments done, writing the outline for the episode, and then we can do our first episode. Hasn't it been a thing for multiple years? What do you mean almost ready? So everything up until this point has been tests, and none of it is canon, right? But it's like, and like we've always been adding things and removing things and like trying to make sure that everything works properly and learning how to like make mistakes and fix them, and lots of prep, lots of testing. It's fine. It's finally at the point now where the shit, like we can let it just kind of just like I've set it up to be kind of an assembly line, one episode every 2 weeks. Yeah. And there's a lot of aspects to the show that have yet to really come to fruition and can't really like allowing viewers to make commercials that'll be played during the show, or allowing users to make fictitious banner ads to show up on the fake internet simulator that I've built, or not built, I'm using, or like what else is there? Like developing characters based on frequent callers or individuals that interact with me on a frequent basis and things like that. Where can we watch it? It's going to stream to my Twitch and my YouTube page. They're meant to go for each episode is meant to go between 3 and 4 hours live, and then the episodes are meant to be edited down to about 42 minutes with commercial breaks, and then recorded to tape, and then pulled off the tape, and then uploaded to the YouTube channel as an archival footage video from this random cable access show that no one remembers from the 90s. Like everything about the presentation is made in such a way that if you're not in on the bit, you would genuinely believe that it was a real thing. And thus the timeline breakages are far more like, what? The edited shows, the first few of them, oh, holy shit, pulp? Yo, Duckmaster Bob in here with the fucking Britpop of taste. Green means new, yeah. This song is so good. So we're compiling all the green stuff that may reference HLX. Yes. Lambda in this context does not mean Half-Life. It's literally... Yeah, it's literally just a thing. All right. Go watch on Twitch if you want to hear the music. This song is so good. Pulp is such a good band. Let's go. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the Twitch sub. 5 months. Red and DSD, thank you so much. Such a good fucking song. Such a good song. Oh my God. You know, I only learned about Pulp because I'm not British, and I wasn't British in the 90s. Pulp was just one of those bands that as an Oasis fan, you'd hear Noel reference in interviews because he'd be like, oh, Roses and, you know, Pulp and Us and blah. And it's like, that is not a Mancunian accent at all, so don't come for me. But like, then it's like, what's Pulp? I know what Blur is. I know the Stone Roses. What's Pulp? And then you look it up and it's like, whoa. Just the coolest skinny little redhead dude. Just like dancing to the camera like it's the 60s. Has there ever been anything juicy? I mean, most of the juiciest stuff was found as soon as the fucking update came out because I'm not the only one that does this anymore. But probably the juiciest thing would be butt. All right, this next song was donated by Shig. Yeah, it's very much a team effort. I'm just kind of the one with an audience that does this. And I'd like to think I inspired many people to get into this because I have been doing this on a live stream for like a decade. So is it still called the Passionate Gamer Show? It's called the Passionate Gamer Program, also known as the Time Travel Show. I have to piss so bad. How long have we been streaming? 3 hours! Okay, yeah. You'd want to see Highway 17 Redux? Driving on the coast was a vibe. Yeah, man. Such a vibe. All right. God, I gotta pee so bad. $2! I don't know what you're asking. I'm not gonna read those words, but thank you for the $2. So this is from Life is Strange, Before the Storm. Thank you so much for all the donos. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being with me today. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to peace out for now. We were able to get through a good deal of it, but not even a little bit. So we'll probably do one more episode of this. Maybe not. It depends. I'm kind of up against a wall lately when it comes to this kind of stuff. So, does Tyler P.O. Box? No. I don't think it'll be on I don't think it'll be at any of Keely's programs. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Yeah, next video will be an HLX files based on the findings here. I do have a sponsor that I need to have out before the end of the month, and there was another project that it was going to be attached to, but that got canceled. So, you know, this needs to be done like yesterday. So, peace and hair grease. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being with me. I will see you next time, and I hope. I hope you're good. Bye, everybody.